Hello everyone, my name is Anastasia Westbury and I'm a founder of AW Harmony. I'm a holistic coach and my philosophy and approach based on soul, body, and mind. If you've been feeling lately or maybe last 2 years or maybe 5 years or 10 years or maybe even all your life, if you felt that you're exhausted with your life, you're burned out, if you feel like you constantly do things that you don't want to do, you always do things that you have to do, and you just don't have time for things that you want to do. So if you've ever felt this way, or if you feel this way right now, it means that you disconnected from your soul. You disconnected from your true self. When we feel connected to our soul, when we feel connected to our true self, we don't feel this way. We feel that we are free. We feel that we're happy. We feel that we are satisfied with our lives. So if you feel that you are not satisfied with your life, you're probably disconnected from yourself. It happens because we constantly say no to whatever our soul says to us. When our soul whispers to us and say, hey, this is what I want to do. This is really my dream. And you say, no, I can't do this. Why do we say this? Why do we say no? Because we feel that we don't deserve it. We feel that we're not good enough for it. We feel that it's impossible to do it. Probably the people around us also say, it's not gonna come true because who are you kidding, Every time we say no to our soul, we just get disconnected more and more and more and more. And then there is a time when we finally get so disconnected that we don't hear our soul at all. And that's when life happens, when we feel completely unsatisfied with our life, when we do only what we have to do, when we don't do anything that we want to do, when we feel all the time under pressure, when we feel all the time sad, mad, angry, when we just don't have these uplifting feelings and emotions like joy, like happiness. We just don't have these feelings anymore. And our body also cries to us. We start getting so much weight. We start eating so much food. We start also getting a lot of bad habits, like drinking or smoking, and even worse. And we start getting very mad at people. We start talking to people not in an appropriate way. And also our body starts feeling very, very sad and start hurts. And more your body hurts, it means that you get very, very disconnected from your soul. In this podcast, I will share 3 very important questions that will bring you closer to yourself, to your true self. Once we get closer to our soul, we will get the life what we want. We will get the peace that we want. We'll get the joy that we want. We'll get the happiness that we want. But when we don't do anything with our soul, when we say no to everything that our soul says, that our soul hurts, our body hurts, our mind hurts, our life hurts, and everything starts falling apart. Once we start listening to our soul, once we start taking actions that our soul tells us to do, our body will say thank you, our mind will say thank you, our life will say thank you, and the rest of the world also will say thank you. You can listen to the podcast and then answer these questions, or you can answer these questions while you're listening to the podcast. You can just pause it, answer the questions. But I feel like you will need much more time to spend on these questions because these are very important and I would say serious questions. So the first question is, what dream or desire do I carry silently and afraid or hesitant to admit? And let me tell you how this question is related to soul, mind, and body. So first of all, soul. Your dreams, desires, wishes, everything, they come from your soul. It means that your soul wants it. So every dream that you have, even the dreams that might seem impossible. When you are connected to yourself, when you're connected to your soul, when you are connected to God, when you have this divine connection with yourself and God will always help you to get everything that you want. If you feel that the dreams you have and desires, you've been dreaming of it from childhood and you still think about it, you think that would be so cool if this would come true. You feel like you really want this to happen. It means that this dream is real. This dream comes from your soul. So please listen to your soul, because soul sometimes talks to us calm and quietly, and sometimes we don't hear it. We don't hear what our soul says. But this is the most important thing that we have in our life, is our soul. Everything that we need to do, it's in our soul. So please start listening to your soul. Our world is so loud. It's so loud. It's just so easy. It's so easy to stop listening to our soul, because we just focus on the outer world. We focus on the everything that is outside of us, but what we need to focus is what is inside of us. So the next is body. How this question is related to body. So first of all, when we have wishes, desires, dreams, it means that we have a resource to make this dream or wish come true. So once we think of this dream, once we have this idea, it means that at the same time we get the energy to make this dream come true, at least to start a first step. But when we don't make this first step, when we don't do anything, when we just say, it's not for me, I'm not gonna do this energy, it gets stuck in your body. And when this energy gets stuck in your body, that's when we start having headaches, pressure, and that's how we start gaining weight. All this energy inside us, it's so heavy, and we just carry this heavy energy every day. So once we start using this energy for the things that we need to use this energy, then our life will become very easy, free, filled with joy, filled with happiness. When you start realizing all your dreams, ideas in your life, when you start doing something for it, your body will say thank you. It will be so grateful, trust me. So how's this question is connected to our mind? Just imagine you have this great idea, you have this great dream, and you really want to make it true. But you say, no, I'm not enough, I can't do this, it's not possible. And just think, how would you feel in this moment? I don't think you would feel happy in this moment. You would feel the opposite. And more situations we have like this, it means that these feelings that we feel at this moment, they're gonna get stronger. And you will start refeeling these feelings again. Like, can you imagine just feel all these heavy feelings like all the time? If you do feel these feelings all the time, you need to reprogram your brain, you need to reprogram your mind, you need to start listening to your soul, you need to start taking actions toward your soul. You have to nurture your soul, you have to love your soul, you have to do everything what your soul says. Then your mind will be so happy, you will feel happiness, you will feel joy, you will feel peace, you will finally feel satisfied with your life that you have. And how many of us feel satisfied with our lives? I don't think that many of us feel this way, unfortunately. And that's because we just don't listen to ourselves, because we say no to ourselves, because we don't allow our soul to shine. That's what happens. The next question is, what sparks joy in me even when I'm not consciously aware of it? So let me tell you this. Doing things that bring us joy and happiness are the most important things in our lives. You should focus on these things, because usually what we focus on the opposite. We focus on the things that brings us hate, sadness, guilt. We just don't have time for things that brings us joy. We just forget about them completely, because we wire our brain so much to focus on only negative things. So now it's your starting point, finally, to start focusing on the positive things, on the things that brings you happiness, on the things that bring you joy, things that you really, really enjoy doing. This is very important. This is very important for your soul. This is very important for your body. And this is very important for your mind. Again, things that you enjoy doing, they are from your soul. When we don't do things that we enjoy, when we only do things that we have to do and we don't want to do them, again, they bring heaviness. They bring very heavy feelings, very heavy energy that we carry every day. And our body carries it. Our body carries it. We just fill our body with so much of junk. And I'm not just talking about junk food. I'm talking about junk energy. And this energy, it gets stuck in our body, doesn't go anywhere if we don't do with it anything. It just gets stuck. Can you imagine carry all this heaviness all the time during our lives? Some people, they carry this heaviness all their life, from childhood to the day they die. That's very, very sad. So let's start treating our body nice, with love. When we do things that we enjoy, our body feels joy too. Our body enjoys it too. It releases energy. Every time we do something we enjoy, it releases heavy energy. Just remember this when we do things that you love. And the same thing with our mind. Things that we love to do, that bring us joy and happiness, it creates more neuron connections that make us feel good, that make us feel that we are enough, we are worthy, we deserve everything. We deserve everything that we want. We deserve to do what we want. We deserve to feel how we want. We deserve to feel happiness. We deserve to feel joy. I deserve to sing if I want to sing. I deserve to be an actress if I want to be an actress. So these things brings you joy, it brings you happiness. They reprogram your mind. So more you do things that you enjoy, more you will feel happy and free in your life. More you do things that you don't enjoy, that you have to do, that you don't like, more you will feel sad, heavy, a lot of pressure, etc. So your joy is your compass. And the last question is, how would my life shift if I replaced doubt with deep self-trust? So again, these three questions, they are very connected to each other. So your dreams, your wishes, your ideas that you want to make them come true, they definitely will bring you joy. It's 100%. Follow these dreams, follow these feelings, follow this inner voice of your soul that tells you what to do. How we start at least making the first step. We can't do this if we have doubt. How can we do this if we have doubt? Of course we can't do this. Of course that's why we say no. Of course that's why we say that we don't deserve. Of course that's why we feel that it's not for us and this is impossible, and everyone around me says that this is impossible, this is just a joke. So once you replace this doubt with deep self-trust, what does it mean? That you finally start trusting your soul. You finally start trusting your intuition. That's the only thing that you have to focus on in your life. And if you focus on God, if you talk to God, if you feel this divine connection with God, God will always guide your soul. And this voice that we hear from our soul is also from God. It goes from God to our soul, and then this voice goes to us. So please listen to this voice. The only way when we finally start taking any actions towards our dreams, wishes, ideas, it's when we finally start trusting ourselves. Because every time when we think of something, and we usually think that, how do I do it? I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to get there. What if what I will do, it will not work? What if it's a wrong action? What is the wrong step? And so we just think all these phrases in our mind over and over and over and over and over. But we just need to calm our mind and finally trust ourselves. When we trust ourselves, we don't have these questions. What if it's not going to work? I don't know what to do. When we have self-deep trust, we always know what to do. Our soul has all the answers because our soul is connected to God. God has all the answers. We came from God, so our soul has all the answers too. Please trust your wisdom within yourself. Trust your soul. This is your guide in your life. Once you start following your soul, everything is gonna change. And once you answer these questions, please think and write down just one action you can take towards what you just wrote. And please, just trust yourself. Trust that this action will lead you anywhere you want. Please trust. And sometimes when we feel that this is the step that we need to take, and then we feel it didn't work, it always works. Everything that we do, every step that we take, it always works. It always brings us closer to our dream, because every action, it brings either experience that we have to have, because without this experience or without a knowledge that we just got from this step, we can't come closer to our dream. You have to have some experience and some knowledge to get where you want. Because right now, you probably don't have this knowledge and experience. That's why you are not there where you want to be. So once you start taking actions, it will give you knowledge, it will give you experience, and once you have this, it will be much easier to come and get wherever you want. All the dreams, all the desires that you have. If you want more questions like this, I have a soul reconnecting journal. It's a 30-day of self-discovery where every day you will have one question that will lead you closer to your soul. And the link is under this podcast. I hope you enjoyed this podcast. I believe that you deserve everything that you want. I believe that you deserve the life that you want. I believe that you can get the life that you want. Once you start taking actions toward your soul, toward your body, and toward your mind. And these 3 questions will help you to do this. And if you want to go deeper and step on this journey, get the Soul Reconnecting Journal. It will help you a lot. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next podcast.